Hello? I can't hear you at all.
Oh, there, my mic was off. My bad.
Was your mic off this whole time?
No, just for like the last minute. I didn't even realize it was off. Oh, well, there we go.
Well,
But what's up, Cody?
it's been a little bit. Feels like.
Yeah, it was quite busy for us. So little tired. I've been out on the moving cruise the whole weekend, so I've been doing lots of moves and everything. Body's a little sore, but we got the jobs done, like always. And if you were curious about my businesses, you can go to YouTube, go to the description, go down there. You got the link to my detailing shop page and the YouTube page for the moving company. So you can watch the videos and the fun stuff that we do. So with that said, it's kind of a crazy thing. We did not have quite the upturn that we thought we would have with Ripple and the SEC. But before we get started on going over some topics, let me just shout out what's going on in the day. We have Bitcoin back over 26,000, only down about 0.5%. Ethereum down 1%, still in the 1700s. Got XRP going back down in the 48-cent range, only down about 0.5%. We also have Litecoin down 1%, Polkadot down 2.5%. We have Atom down about almost 3%, Link down a little over 3%, Hedera down 3%, Quant down 3.5%, back under $100. That may or may not last. And then, of course, we got your meme coins all suffering and ApeCoin kind of bleeding a little bit, as to be expected, especially with we got. I think we
Quant had
dominant.
Quant had a little pump on the Rosalind news with the Bank of England,
Yes,
and then
it had a nice.
literally 24 hours after it dumped back because the Quant team sold at all time. The Quant team sold a lot of Quant, and some people are like don't like that, but that's what the Ethereum Foundation did. They sold a lot of ETH at all time high in 2018.
Yeah, and you got to remember, guys, when workers start selling their own share, like their own coins or bags or whatever, or even stocks, it has nothing. It's not always a negative act. Sometimes people just want to cash out and invest in other things, like they've reached their risk tolerance level. So, and that's what kind of happened with Quant. People just said, okay, well, I really would like to get some money now, so they cashed out their profits.
Yeah, but it's still at $99. I mean, I honestly expected to drop to the 80s or 70s.
Yeah, we're still waiting for that big drop on it. It is still at 1.2 billion, but once it gets under a billion in valuation, then it'd be a really good time to really heavily dollar cost average in. But
These alts are
volume's
going to
still
keep
looking
bleeding.
pretty good too. I'm sorry.
I said these alts are going to keep bleeding.
Oh
A
yeah,
lot
they
of them.
definitely are. They definitely are, and it looks like the volume's still pretty high on Quant. Yeah, I mean it's down half of what it was yesterday, but at 22 million volume for Quant. Let's go back over, take a quick look at
It was at 50 million the other day.
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah, XRP's volume is up 50% at 860 million. You know, still going strong. It's at 1.8 million watch list, as well as 72,000 followers on Coinbase or Coin Market Cap. I'm sorry. Oops, I don't know why the stream did not share there. There we go. Now we're good. All right. All right. But then there's a lot of talk about collusion with Ginsler doing all that firing shot, turning down Grayscale's Bitcoin ETF, and then all of a sudden BlackRock putting in a Bitcoin ETF and buying up a crap ton of Bitcoin. So
I do want to mention one thing, and it's called the Prometheum Exchange, and the SEC says they are registered, but yet they have no working product. You can't buy Bitcoin, you can't buy ETH on there. And this was actually in a courtroom. The CEO of Prometheum, he couldn't answer why the two largest cryptocurrencies aren't on an SEC registered exchange. He said, to me, that raises red flags that you're registered, quote unquote, registered with the SEC, but you can't even sell the two largest cryptocurrencies.
Exactly.
And not only that, he looks like a generic bad guy. Like if you look at the CEO, he has red flags. Do some research on Prometheum. They have no product. You can't buy anything on there. But yet the SEC says they're safe and they're registered, but they're not even selling anything.
Yep.
And even somebody asked that in court. He was all like, to me, that's the epitome of what's going on right now.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. And it's kind of like what we're doing. I mean, we hate to say it, but corruption with the SEC and the United States government is just one of those things that's going to be around. It's unfortunate.
Like it's crazy how like if you go on their website, I mean, they look legit. It looks like well put together, but you can't buy anything on there, and it's been up for like 5 or 6 years. And and the CEO said he's taking a walk, crawl, run approach to where like they're waiting. But like, what are they waiting for? You're gonna have a product in the next 3 to 5 years. You're gonna wait another 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, right.
Like,
You're
how's that
talking
gonna
about
work for you?
Prometheum, right?
Prometheum, yes. You pull it up on stream. I want to show everybody what I'm talking about. I want everybody to see this. This is the SEC has promoted this. Like Gary Gensler has talked about Prometheum.
So here we go. Here is the company's website.
Yes.
So I haven't heard much, but go ahead, Cody. I know you've been texting me a lot over the weekend about this.
Pretty much it's just saying that it's the safest exchange because it's the only SEC registered exchange. They're saying that it's built for institution and everyone. So I'm assuming retail investors when they said everyone. So I guess retail investors are going to be able to get in this too. And it's for cryptos that they consider securities. So like Atom, Solana could be sold on there. That's what I'm assuming because they said security tokens like as
Okay.
securities, and they're gonna sell them on there. But why don't they have Bitcoin or ETH? Like everybody's asking them that. Like why don't they have the two largest?
Yeah, especially since Bitcoin and Ethereum were cleared by the SEC and everything. They should be able to start selling them right away.
Exactly. Like they'd have no issue. The SEC wouldn't target them for selling that. And to me, it seems all sketchy.
Yes, it certainly does. But you know what? We can just sit here. What I'll do is I will join the wait list.
I did that with my email too.
Oh, we'll join that wait list and we'll see what happens.
It'll probably take another 3 to 5 years for them to say, "Oh, we're finally selling the two largest." Like,
Well, to be fair, if it's going to be a regulated exchange, then they would have to wait till the values get higher for them to even make any commissions off of the trades they would be executing.
but honestly, I don't think a token being a security should be that because if something like this exists and it's actually with the SEC and you can actually buy and sell them, I mean, it's not that bad of a thing. I'm looking at the positive side because at least the SEC isn't going to make it to where you can't sell your tokens, just trap
True.
your money in there. At
That
least I would
is
hope.
true.
At least I would hope. At least if this thing takes off, like at least there's a marketplace where you could sell your Solana if you want out of it. If they make it to where Coinbase can't sell any of that.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's crazy is Coinbase has had working products for years. Like they have the learn and earn, like they have working products, yet the SEC is going after them. It's crazy. Prometheum doesn't have jack shit.
Yeah, when did Prometheum start?
2016.
Oh yeah. Well, one, I don't like investing in companies that have co-CEOs that doesn't really work.
They look kind of sketchy, if you ask me. Like, yeah, they might be registered with the SEC, but and he said there's a lot of FINRA members, a lot of ex-SEC members on that team. That's what a lot of people are saying. Like, there's a lot of people who know high-end people on there.
Well, just by looking at it, I would say it's probably the chairman, Martin Kaplan, Randy Soferman, and John Tornator, maybe. But these two guys that are the co-chief executive officer, they look like frat brothers.
Yeah, they do.
They do look like something nefarious is about to happen.
All white
Those
guys.
jerks, like, oh.
But I think it's funny how the SEC is promoting this. Like, it looks kind of neat on their website, but I mean, if it works, it works. It's taken forever. It's been up since like 2016.
Well, then these guys have been doing a lot for free. Then,
honestly, if they were selling Bitcoin and ETH, I would be buying Bitcoin and ETH on there just to move it.
Come here, Max. Max, come here. Hold on 1 second, guys. Max, get your butt over here. All right, there you go. Go out. All right. Sorry about that, people. Max is acting a fool with all the lawnmowers about. Want to bark at everything. All right, sorry about that, Cody. Go ahead. You still there, Cody?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been about since 2016. It's been around, and it doesn't look like anything has really been done. But it's hard to say. The institution side might be all set up and ready to go, but it's hard to say from this site.
What if the SEC wants to call stuff securities just so they can sell it on that one marketplace?
It could be. It could be. I mean,
this is why they're doing it. So they're not trying to ban these tokens. All they're trying to do is make it to where, all right, we don't want Coinbase, we don't want Binance. This is how they're trying to quote unquote protect investors. We don't want random exchanges to be able to sell these tokens and rug pull investors. So we're going to make an exchange to where we control it and to where we're not going to rug pull people. That's what assuming the good side of it. That's assuming that there's, not malicious intent, with the government and all that. But that's what they want to do. They want to pretty much make it to where all of us are on the exchange if we're not using a ledger. Your average person doesn't know about ledger. So they're going to buy these tokens on this one exchange that are controlled by the SEC.
Exactly. And well, let's just put it this way, folks. If you centralize the entire crypto market onto one exchange, like everything else, like the stock exchange and the commodities and everything, what will happen is that you will have the $20 billion of trade volume all put onto one market for one person earning the trade commissions on both sides, and that's $314 million per day that they'll be earning in trade commissions.
That's why they want to do it.
Yeah, so if you just times that by 365 days, I mean, that's an insane amount of money. Whenever someone's trying to do something, there is absolutely a large amount of money behind it. That's why people are trying to get involved in this and hinder it. The problem was that a lot of people did not realize that the crypto market was a fast growing market and an emerging market. So they thought they had another 20, 30 years and crypto was moving at like 10x versus the internet bubble. Like crypto is where the internet was at the end of the 90s. Now you're going to get the real boom and the real growth coming soon. They thought they had another 20, 30 years of growth coming. That's basically what it was.
Yeah. And I don't know what's going to happen with Coinbase. To be honest, I don't know if Coinbase is going to ever go down. I think they're kind of big. Nothing's too big to fail, but I mean we just got to watch.
Yeah, and exactly. Like there's you could any company can fail at any time for any reason. So that's you guys just got to be careful with that. Like any company can fail at any time, but I don't think Coinbase is going anywhere. I mean, they got a good case that it's like if they're doing everything wrong, why did you let them go public?
Yes, they do have a
Because
good
the
case.
SEC looked over everything about Coinbase before they went public. So, come on now. If you allow them to go public, then you have to allow them to keep doing what they're
And then
doing.
Gensler wants to argue that despite allowing them to go public, like, no, you can't despite that. You allowed them to go public. If you thought they were a scam, you wouldn't allow them to go public, period. So he didn't do his due diligence.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's just one of those things.
Gary
It's
Gensler just realized that there's so much money to be made. He saw that 2021 bull run, and he's looking for an advantage for the SEC to cash in so much money off of this stuff. That's why
yes.
FTX happened. That's why all of this stuff happened, because there's big money behind it. Now, I'm not going to be on some conspiracy stuff, but I mean, it just makes sense to me because Gary Gensler wants it to be in one or two exchanges, two exchanges at max, controlling this
Hmm.
security
Exactly.
token. And then Bitcoin and ETH, I guess, can be sold by Coinbase, but they're going to make it to where everything else is on Prometheum.
Well, what they're going to try and do is that Prometheum might become the exchange, and then like Coinbase, Gemini, all those crypto exchanges will become really what they truly are, which is a brokerage firm. And then they'll be funneling all the trade flow through Prometheus. I mean, it's a degenerate sum of money if you can corner the entire crypto market and tell everybody in the world you can only sell and buy through this one place.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, and not to mention they'll have complete control over front running sales, which would that would definitely add some problems to that.
Yes, 100%.
And so that's why I think the SEC shouldn't be in control. I think it should go to the FTC and go under the Federal Trade Commission for commodities.
Yeah. SEC should not have control. Gary Gensler would be just rubbing his hands together like on The Simpsons.
Yep. Well, Gensler should be fired and then disbarred as a lawyer too, for all his collusion and everything. Like there's definitely collusion involved. Like every time he does something, you give it a month and you can find the person who benefited the most. This
Yeah, I
time
mean,
it's BlackRock.
why did he meet up with SBF? Like, why was he meeting up with SBF? Like, you have to ask yourself why. He
Exactly.
wouldn't just waste his time, because Coinbase said that he tried to take a flight and meet Gary Gensler. And he said,
Yep.
how can we get clarity? And he said, I'm not going to give you advice. Talk to your lawyer. That's what Gary Gensler told the Coinbase guy,
Yeah. Yeah.
allegedly. He said, I'm
Yeah.
not going to give you advice. Talk to your lawyer.
Yeah. But he gave SBF hours long of advice and conversations.
Yep.
And he
It's
did
crazy.
that almost at one point, like twice a week. He was meeting
How
with
can we
S.
corner the crypto market and control it to where we can make billions and billions and degenerates amount of money?
Exactly.
That's all it is. It's not because the tokens are a scam. I mean, I don't like Solana, but it's not because there's anything wrong with the project. They're just calling it centralized as an excuse to where, oh, security, so we can sell it on our market, make money.
Yep.
It's
And it's
crazy.
funny how he wasn't bothering with Solana while SPF was in business
Nope.
and Alameda Research was pumping Solana. But then when SPF gets caught and everything collapses with FTX, all of a sudden now he wants to throw that Hail Mary and say,
Yep.
"Oh no, Solana's security." It's like bullshit. Get your head out of
Because
your
everybody
ass.
made their money. Everybody, all his connies made his money.
Exactly. We all should go down to Capitol Hill and tell the SEC to give us our money back because they've been fucking around with the investors and screwing over their chances of profit. This is the exact opposite of what the SEC should be doing.
Yeah, that's
Instead
what
of
I'm saying.
protecting, they are assaulting retail crypto holders, and we have no choice but to just kind of take the brunt of it. That's why I say so get in there, voice your opinion, start. The SEC does have a complaint box. Now, I will say this, like, as much as everything's going on with like the federal government agencies, you got to remember they are people too in there, and a lot of them are just, we refer to them as Boy Scouts because they're pretty straightforward, and a lot of them don't really like to break the rules, so it will eventually hit someone, and someone will take down, especially internal corruption. They probably will take it down just because, one, it's a good career opportunity. Two, a lot of them were former military and took an oath for foreign and domestic threats, so they will come after that. They will come after anyone that they perceive is harming people, and this definitely is harming. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's not a lot of news about it yet, but I'm telling you, give it another year, or at least give it till October when FTX goes to trial and SBF goes and they have to go to grand jury. We will find out a lot of information, and it's not going to look good for Gensler, which is why he's doing all this. It's basically FUD is what he's doing. He's going to lose every case that he just started, and he might not even be around for those cases to be implemented, but he is going. They're going to come to light in an instant. Once everything goes to grand jury, and that's not a good sign. That's why SBF is fighting.
I don't know why SBF
Not
thinks he has a chance
there.
though.
Shout out to Eltra. Welcome in for the chat. Really appreciate your support. Fidelity filing for BTC ETF 2. Yeah, they just put that in after BlackRock put it in there. But it'll be interesting because if they approve BlackRock, then they cannot absolutely deny Fidelity, and it would have to go back to Grayscale, and Grayscale should win that lawsuit against the SEC for denying them entry into their Bitcoin ETF. So now Ginzo's in a very hard point because people are catching wise to what's going on, and they're fighting with the exact same tools that the SEC has, and they're losing every battle. And you can lose a few battles and still win the war, but you cannot keep losing every battle going forward to win the war. They are definitely going to lose this war of attrition. And I think other companies, startups, and everything are starting to really pound the pavement and say, no, this is what it is. You guys have no clarity, no guidance, no nothing, and you're making a fool of yourself in court with the Ripple case. So yeah, we're gonna take you to court. So that's a bad thing for the SEC. You don't want a federal agency to have people have a total lack of confidence in the SEC, because that's very bad. And the SEC does do a lot of frontline protection for the everyday person against Ponzi schemes and things like that. So you don't want people to lose faith in that. But it's starting to look like a few bad apples kind of crushed that. Shout out to Crypto Sage. Welcome in. Glad to have you in. How do I buy crypto? You just go to any exchange. I only use Coinbase and Uphold, and then I transfer it over to my hard wallet. So if any of you are looking to buy crypto, I definitely recommend that you get stuff into that hard wallet, get it all set up and everything, and make sure you transfer it in there. I would recommend you buy it all for your debit card. Don't do bank transfers. That way you can transfer it out as quickly as possible. So, but hey, just thank you, Crypto Sage, for your like and support. Really appreciate it. So let's go back over here. I'm going to take a look at the quick quant chart.
I'm actually about to buy some quant.
Yeah, you were telling me that this morning. Cody's actually about to start do a little bit of dollar cost averaging. It is a good time to get in there as it's hovering at $99 and like 83 cents and some change. So it seemed to be going back and forth. It looks like we have equal amounts of buy and sell pressure on the chart. Now I'm looking at the 30-minute chart. Shout out to Caddy, definitely one of our longtime supporters. Glad to have you in. Thanks for joining in. Um, I'm not seeing a lot of big sell orders though. So like I'm seeing a lot of 14 quant, 15 quant, 20 quant, 21 quant, 28 quant, and here I'm seeing a lot of dust getting sold. Here's 10 quant, more dust, 29, more dust, 14, 14, more dust, a couple ones and twos being sold. But it looks like we're starting to get another sell off. So let me switch this over to the 1 minute trading for you guys. So it looks like we've reached the top of this resistance level for this like kind of micro chart here. We might go a little higher as you see buy orders are starting to outtake the sell orders, but we might be capping off and going back because I'm starting to see some larger sell orders come through, but the buy orders are just like they're not stopping. They keep coming through like 4, 5, 2, 1, 10. Like people are buying a decent amount of here we go. It's starting to dip off right there. So we just dropped another like 10 cents. So yeah, I think we're going to come down to maybe the $97 range in the next couple minutes. Shout out to Caddy. You talking quant? Yes, we are. You missed our rant on the X and the SEC and all the buffoonery of them, but we'll probably keep ranting about them. But yeah, we're talking about quant right now, everyone, and we're actually starting to dollar cost averaging. I'm actually thinking about what I did was I wanted to announce it yesterday, but I put it on Patreon that I'm moving my real estate earnings from my rental properties that I made last month. I'm taking half of it and bringing it over to crypto, so to increase. And I finally got my brother to start investing in crypto. So he moved quite a bit of money out of his portfolio. He does just Betterment and just stacks it in there. So, but he took half of it, which was about $500,000, and we bought some Bitcoin and ETH with that for him, and I set up his wallet the other day. Shout out, I'm just Jimmy Moore. Glad to have you in. Good morning. Glad to have you joining us live here. Definitely really appreciate it. Oops, there we go. Do apologize if you do get a little lag. I'm at home. I kind of don't have the same high speed internet that I have at my office. I always get the best bang for my buck at the office. But we are here. We are ready to go with the struggle stream, I guess you could say. So, but here we are. We're looking at quant. I know that Cody's looking to put in there. I'm probably going to buy some quant today, but I'm really, really waiting to see that $90 quant, if not 85. I really, really want that. Really, really want that to happen because that'd be a good entry point again. Although I don't think we're going to see $50 as much as I really, really want quant to hit 50. But Cody, you were talking about your plans early on about wanting to get into after you're done, get your quant bag up, you're going to get into start just going in heavy on ETH, and I think going into ETH is a good step for everybody. Even now, if you're just getting into crypto, the best thing to do is just dollar cost average into Bitcoin and ETH right now, and do as much research as you can on these altcoins.
So I just bought quant, but yes, by the end of this month I'll have 50 QNT tokens, and after I hit 50 QNT, I'm just gonna dollar cost average into ETH for the rest of this year and build up 4 to 5 ETH, and then I'll kind of see what the market's doing from there, and if it's still low, I'll buy more quant.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But I think we're going to be trading sideways for the rest of the summer. Let me go back over to this chart for quant. Let's go look at the day, because it seems like we started like around May. We went down, then we went back up, and then we're starting to go down again. So it looks like we should hit maybe the 80 or low 90s, high 80s range. and then hover there for the rest of the summer before we start going up in up in the fall. I think the fall is when more retail investors are going to get back in. However, Cody and I have been noticing more and more people have been talking about Bitcoin, Quant, XRP, Ethereum, the crypto space, positive or negative. More and more people are talking about it, and that's usually a good sign. Let's see here, crypto greed index. Greed and fear index. It's looking like we're in the neutral territory for the greed and fear index at 47. So this is actually still the highest it's been. I kind of entered crypto when the fear index was like 10 and 15, kind of in that range. So it's definitely looking like we're going back the other way, but you never know. We might hit euphoria again. I mean, we were getting up there in April, then we just kind of slowly went off during the summer. But like a lot of people say, the crypto markets kind of fade away during the summer as less people are focusing on it. But it's really looking like we got some big potential coming in with big institutions. BlackRock is buying a lot, as well as JP Morgan is buying Quant, Ethereum, and Bitcoin as well.
Hey, Sal, I am going to get ready for work. I'll be a viewer on the stream, but yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for joining in, Cody. I know we started a little late. I had to run to the bank real quick to get some things done. But yeah, thanks for joining in, Cody. We're going to actually have what's in your portfolio. I'm going to start that at 7:30 tonight because we were supposed to have that on Sunday, but we missed it. So I'm going to start at 7:30 tonight as well. I do have a lot of work to do. It is kind of coming to the end. This was real quick. I mean, there was a lot going on with the SEC and everything, but I haven't had a chance to really do some research that I normally do for our live. So that I would apologize, folks. But overall, I still think if you're worried about the crypto space in the long term, overall, we're still in a good position. We're still in the beginning stages of it. We got a long runway to go before we can really make some money, really see some good money come from it, as well as you just got to ignore all the fear and the FUD going on because it's all BS and it's definitely going to it's definitely only going to affect it short term. Shout out to Caddy. Hope you both have a great day. I'm off to buy more Quant. There you go. Exactly. Good time to dollar cost average in. Shout out to Shoot 25 or 256. Welcome in. Shout out to Big Dog. Welcome back, brother. Glad to have you in. Welcome back to the stream. It's like I said, the FUD is going to be going hard for a while, probably all this summer. It seems like someone's trying to suppress the prices so their big wallet friends can come in and buy up as much as they can. So I would suggest definitely over the summer, if it is possible for you guys to dollar cost average into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all your favorite projects. As you guys know, Cody and I do hold a lot of what we say, so we are playing with real money. I currently hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Atom, Dot, Quant, and Crow. I did a lot of buying over the last week. So, I mean, check out our Patreon. That's where I put my buy orders and everything in. Shout out to Big Dog. Do you think this is going to be our last bull run? No, I don't think so. But I do think this is going to be a record bull run, and then the next one's going to beat the last one. I think we're kind of at that point where we've had the stock, like the .com bubble. We've had that with crypto already. Now we're about ready to have a very long-term bull run after we get all this BS done. I think that the next bull run is probably going to last a lot longer than people think, as everything kind of goes going in the upward direction. But with JP Morgan, BlackRock, a lot of other hedge funds buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, and even Quant and XRP are being bought up by some hedge funds. I can't imagine all that big money coming in and not having a good bull run and then not having it be sustainable, because the only way they could ever do anything is to have the market has to have a sustainable increase. If they don't have that, then they're not getting in. Some people, shout out to Big Dog, some people think our next bull run might come from overseas. What you think? Uh, I don't think it's going to come from overseas. I think the ignition for our next bull run is going to be the AI programs that are coming out and AI related projects, as well as all the institutions in the United States just piling trillions of dollars in, because that's going to bring in probably 10 to 15 trillion dollars into the market, just cash alone, and that's going to push it forward. And you guys got to remember, crypto is only at a little over 1 trillion valuation. The United States real estate market is almost $100 trillion itself, and that's not counting worldwide. That's the value of all the real estate in the United States. So when you think 1 trillion on a global scale, it's very small, and we got such a big runway to go. Like the tech worldwide, the tech market is like, I think they estimated at 85 trillion in valuation, like worldwide. So I mean, if you think about it, the crypto space can still technically do 100x over the next 10 years. So shout out to Big Dog. Like the way you think. And it's just years of trading and things like that have brought me to my mindset. Shout out to Guardian. Have you looked into LCX? No, I have not yet. I haven't really done a lot of research lately. Shout out to Rational Disc. The housing market isn't pure speculation like crypto, though. Right now, true, but I don't know how old you are, Rational. I'm about to be 40, and I've been through 2 real estate crashes, and I can tell you that, yeah, people speculate on everything, and people were speculating hard during COVID on real estate, during the financial crisis on real estate, and in the mid 90s on real estate. Like when people speculate, they speculate. Like right now, a lot of high net worth individuals are losing money on real estate because they speculated that these high end luxury apartments were just going to be a forever value. I think one that was listed at $250 million. No, I'm sorry, $130 million is now listed at 97 million, and they're about ready to drop the price again for it. And it's like I said, it's very, very difficult and hard to maintain, like to think of real estate as a speculation, because most of us think of real estate, okay, I buy my home, I'm going to keep my home, I'm going to pay it off, and that's it. But when you got more money in there, like BlackRock is speculating right now on real estate, they're buying up a shit ton of real estate worldwide. So it's just one of those things. Let's take a look at LCX here. I'm going to take a look at it on CoinMarketCap. LCX. I actually have never heard of this project, so shout out to Guardian. Glad to have you in here. Thanks for your support and liking the stream. Let's see here. What's this about here? Read more. Changes listed on the things. Founded in 2018. Offices in Switzerland, India, and Chicago, and Liechtenstein headquarters. World Economic Forum. Oh, okay. So they looks like they're probably gonna do something with climate disasters. Okay. Okay, so they're doing stuff with ecosystems and things like that. It's hard to say right now, but it seems like the LCX project's going to be, it's going to be around, especially during this bull run. But you can certainly make a play on it. However, I think they're going to be CBDC related, which might hurt them with the sentiment of the retail community. So we'll have to keep an eye out on them. You know what I'll do there, Guardian? I'm going to add that to my follow list, which got 2.5K followers and on 45,000 watch list. But I'll add it to mine, and we'll make sure we keep up onto it. Another one I'm gonna have to write down and do a deep dive on it. Shout out to George DeWilby. Thanks for joining in again. Welcome back. Glad to have you in here. Definitely appreciate all your support and everything. And if you guys could like and share the stream, and go to our YouTube page and subscribe there as well, we definitely appreciate it. And follow us on all platforms. Really appreciate all your support. What was I gonna say here? Oops, wrong button. We are definitely we're definitely seeing some craziness here. Let me switch over here. Let me go back over here. Oh, quant back over 100. But I want to check out good old Adam, because I want to talk a little bit about Adam before I end this stream here for you guys. But I've been sitting here. I've been dollar cost averaging into Adam for a while. I have been. Let's see here. I added in another 237 Adam on Friday. So I kind of brought my holdings back up. Dot's kind of going down, but I'm probably going to add another dot soon. Definitely probably get it back over 5,000, which would put it at like 5% of my portfolio. So that would be something there. But as of right now, I'm actually down over 40,000 on my portfolio, which I'll go over more later tonight at What's in Your Portfolio. As you guys can see, I am down significantly in crypto, but I am up decently in stocks and everything. But we can go over in that detail later tonight. So if you guys want to, just remember 7:30 p.m. Central Time, we'll be doing What's in Your Portfolio, and Cody will kind of just once he gets done work. But definitely, guys, thank you for joining in. Really appreciate all the support there. But with Adam here, I know there's still a lot of people speculating that the sell volume is kind of high on it right now, and it seems to be steadily going down. I'm looking for a bottom out target of $7, and that's when I really want to really hammer in my buying. But if I look at the 30-minute chart here, you can see here the sell pressure is really starting. And all we are is seeing a downward trend from the top right about here at almost $9, headed down. And it looks like we're going to go a little further than this right here, which was about 840. So we are probably going to see, I would say we're probably going to see somewhere right around here. Right. We're gonna be close to getting into the $7 range, maybe $7.50, but I'm kind of hoping for a $7 Atom. Definitely get some powerful staking. If you guys are wondering where do I stake it, I stake it on crypto.com DeFi wallet for 25%. So that has definitely saved me a lot from my losses over the year as it's been going on a downward trajectory. But if you look back, let's go to the day chart. If you look back, we actually were pretty high. Back in like April, we were hovering in the 12s and then the 13s. I kind of started buying on this trend right here. We're still going to go down. We were probably going to hit somewhere around here, but we could also get down to here where it was in the $6 range as well. It would be a good time to start dollar cost averaging. Shout out to Turkey88. Thanks for the follow. Shout out to Live and Learn. Also, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate your support. And appreciate everyone else watching on all the other channels. Definitely really appreciate you guys having. So let's go back over to coin market. Let's go back over to coin market cap. We're sitting at $1.06 trillion in valuation with 21 billion in volume. It has increased while we were talking, and like I said, the sell pressures are really happening. But overall, I still think we're still in a healthy space for crypto. world. I know there's a lot of FUD out there with people saying this is the end of crypto, this is everything. Now you got to remember, saying it's the end is very popular, and there's always doom and gloom sayers. They just keep saying the world's coming to an end until the world does come to an end. But usually the world keeps on going, keeps on ticking, keeps on pushing forward. It's kind of the same thing with crypto. Like all the blue chip crypto altcoins are staying steady. Bitcoin has not hit this $11,000 range. So, and it seems like institutions have faith in crypto too. So maybe the average retail investor does. Because you keep paying and selling, all you're doing is you're giving your profit away to the big corporations. Shout out to Live and Learn. It's so not the end. Exactly. It is no, and we got so much room to grow crypto. It's absolutely insane right now. Like how much room and runway space we got. It's like we're kind of pulling up to the runway, but we're still in the taxi line waiting to get to our takeoff. So, but definitely shout out to all you guys. Thanks for joining in. Really appreciate you guys coming in. This was kind of one of our shorter streams. About ready to get off. But if you guys are wondering if you want us to help to support the channel, you can join our Patreon, $3 a month. And we're going to put up their exclusive content, research into cryptos and stocks, our buy orders, both me and Cody, as well as also if you want to sign up for, talking about your business or one-on-one stays on your business or anything revolving around stocks and everything. Because you got to remember, I'm not a financial advisor, but I am a licensed broker. So I have a Series 7, not a Series 6. So I can help you with trading, but all you got to remember, guys, is that a broker only buys and sells what you want to buy and sell. You tell them you want to buy Apple, buy Apple. That's it. Like that's all we do. The only thing we do outside of that is just tell you if something's going to be a bad buy. But we do what we want. We execute what you want. With that said, though, if you're looking for real financial advice, definitely seek a financial advisor. I definitely want to come up with a list of really good financial advisors that that everybody can go to. I'm going to post that on Facebook. I might actually do that like once every 3 or 4 months. So that way people have a good place to go to get real good financial information. So with that said, guys, thanks to you guys for watching. We're going to be back on later today at 7:30 in the evening for What's in Your Portfolio. Of course, join us every morning for Crypto Morning Chat at 8:30 a.m. Central Time. And, like and share, subscribe, follow us on all platforms. If you guys came in late, you want to check out the replay, it will definitely be on Rumble and on YouTube. But thank you guys. Really appreciate all your support. Have you guys in here. And thank you guys. If you guys always have some good questions. Probably one of the best chat groups I've seen in a while. So thank you guys. I will definitely check you guys later this afternoon for What's in Your Portfolio. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe and do your research.